that big.
Mm-hmm.
He never was. And I don't think Jerry Lowe would be around any women or anything like that.
Who's Jerry Lowe?
He's a... All I remember is that he worked for some government office out in California. And he did some work for Alan Bear with some of his houses and stuff out there.
Was he a government agent?
No, he was, I don't remember what he did. He used to be like a runner. He used to run information back and forth.
I'm going to show you some artist conceptions, and I want you to tell me if you've seen these people. I'll hold these up for the camera. This one. And here's another one. Now I'm going to cover the writing on these. I just want you to look at the pictures. I mean the conceptions only, okay? And so you won't have any. I don't want to prejudice your mind in any way whatsoever. And this is what. Let me put another piece of paper out there. This is what Mr. Bonacci will be looking at right here only on this piece of paper.
That's the picture paper.
And then this is the only thing he'll be looking at on this one. Anybody that you've ever seen before? Look familiar at all?
Seen a lot of people look like that, but nothing that I can really.
Nothing you can recognize?
No.
Okay. Now let's look. We're going to do something here. You through with those?
Yeah.
Okay. Now let's look at something else here. Pull this up for the camera. This is another picture I'm going to show him. This is all that he'll see. You won't see any writing there.
Someone looks like me.
Take your time. Same person as this.
He doesn't have a beard and mustache.
Hmm?
He doesn't have a beard and mustache. Seen him out on the West Coast.
For the benefit of people who are watching this video, this picture that I just showed you, the last picture, is the same person as the individual in these two pictures. The man in these two pictures.
Seen him on the West Coast. I'm not sure if it was California or Nevada though. So I know it was out during a couple of trips that we took out there.
Out there?
To Nevada and California.
Okay, do you want to think about that instead of us continuing?
Yeah, think about it.
Let's think about it, and we'll come back to it, okay?
Okay.
Now, the next series of questions I was going to ask you had to deal with this man that you think you've seen before, but rather than continue, I will not ask any more questions about that case, but I do want to show you this picture, and I'm going to show this to the camera. And see if you remember this individual. Or if you know him. You don't know him?
Nothing.
Okay. There's not one you need to think about even. You've never seen that man before. Okay. Let's go back to, we're going to come back to this. I'm going to give you time to think about it and come back to it. Okay, later on. If we don't do it today, we'll do it tomorrow or the next day. But think about that in the meantime. If you want to look at his picture between now and then some more, I'll let you just take these two pictures and just take them. I don't want to give you the other because it has writing on it, and I don't want to make it appear that I'm giving you information, leading information.
Yeah.
The newspaper article. Take that and think about it. Going back to multiple personality, I've been told that there's trigger words that can be used on M.P.Ds. Can you tell me about that?
Well, they used to have a lot of trigger words. I could get some of that in there.
You have it there? Pull it out. Let's discuss it right now while we're talking about it.
File. No, that's not it. I know that's not it. It's at the bottom.
It always is, isn't it?
Not quite at the bottom. Listen now. Okay, that's not it. Don't read it, so. But this is a list on the class A, B, C, D, E, and F alters.
What is that now?
It's something I made on myself about the different personalities. It explains what class they were in. These are like the ones I was talking about, that were living personalities, the class A alters. And but like there's different groups, personality stuff, and there's certain ways to get to each group. And yeah, as I think I got the wrong. But like in order to get certain personalities, you'd have to say a code. That's usually
in order to get a certain personality. Do these people? We're talking about these people. Who are we talking about? Somebody that would say trigger you.
People from the F.B.I., people from the CIA, the controllers.
But you said you've never seen an F.B.I. agent before.
Well, I've seen them, but when I said I hadn't seen them, I mean none had come to interview me.
Oh, I see. Okay.
I mean, I've met lots of FBI agents, but I just have never had any ever
come interview me. Okay.
That's what I meant by that. I didn't mean that I've never met any.
Yeah. Okay.
Met a lot of them, but it's like with most personalities under. I could use Dustin. Dustin.
That is okay.
Zach, Ryan, and Bradley, which are all military type of personalities.
Okay, I'm going to hold this up. Okay, you got it there?
Yeah, I got a better one in here.
Okay, let's get your best one there. Okay. Just hold that up and explain it.
It's like it's...
Okay, in the top it says Paul Bonacci, and it says Dustin here, and it says Zach, Ryan, and Bradley, is it?
Yeah, Bradley. Those were the ones that were in control of the ones that were under him, which was Carl. It's pretty much like a military operation. You got the leaders, and then you got your company commander, your platoon sergeant, your platoon.
This is all wrapped up in you, one person, you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's not leave this. Let's explain this further.
Put it over here.
Yeah.
But
well, now
the purpose for it is that each personality that was created for them, each one was just taught a little bit of how to do something, because they didn't want one personality to know too much. Like one knows how to, like maybe develop film, for spying stuff. One might know how to develop color film, which they did, but one might know how to fly an airplane. One might know how to fly a helicopter, but none of them ever learned more than one operation.
You're talking about each personality now.
Each personality, that made them separate, so that like if they ever got captured, if they were spying or something, the personality that would usually get captured would be one of these lower ones here and stuff that wouldn't know anything. All they'd know is basically their name, if they were in the military, their name, rank, and serial number, which in my case all they'd know is their name, date of birth, and home telephone number or something. And I don't even know my home telephone.
Okay, let me explain this. At the top it says Paul Bonacci. What's this W off to the side, pointing down to Dustin?
That's means that, well, I got a bigger chart that shows it somewhere. Here we go. Let's see. Dustin's chart was right over here somewhere. Has to be over here somewhere. It's usually shared with another personality. You have to go through, like to get to Dustin, which Dustin is right here. In order to get to Dustin's group, you have to go through me. You have to go through this group here and this group here. It's like you have to go through all the personalities just to get to his group. His group is so far down. It's so far
Okay, so this is the big chart here, right?
Yeah. It's got...
This is the big
Doesn't
chart.
have all personalities, but it has...
This has got all your personalities on it?
No, it just has the main...
The main personalities.
All the circles mean that there's groups inside of each one of them.
Once you get up on the other side of the camera and take us through this chart while I'm holding it up for the camera.
Okay.
First of all, go look at the camera and see if I'm getting the whole page.
Yeah, I could always take it off and bring it up there.
Okay. What do you got there? I mean, no.
I got a...
You got the whole page?
Yeah, I got the whole page. Let me zoom in real quick.
2 pages?
Yeah, I got both pages.
Okay, come on up here and explain it now. I'll hold it.
Hang on, let me get this. I can see Paul Bonacci. Okay. Okay, now I can come up here and explain it.
Okay, why don't you stand over here? It's easier, I think. You can
Okay.
You see it easier.
This is
We'll go through step by step. Started with Paul Bonacci here, and Paul Bonacci. Why is Paul Bonacci on this page, and why is he on this page?
well, these are actually 2 charts I made. Each one of them represents... This guy's Christian Bonacci over here. He's one of the main controllers. He's also over here. He's in control of 33 personalities. Zacharias Knight's in control of 21 lower personalities. Mark's in control of 21. And it took Christian and Zach, and they came together and they agreed and they made Christian. They made another personality that the 2 of them had to agree on to let him out. Whereas before, like Christian, anyone that was under him, he could agree on himself to let any one of them out. But on these ones, they were like trying to create, both of them have to do it, and then on Mark Anderson and Zach created Dane, so both of them had to agree when they let him out and to let his personalities out.
No, under here, Kristen has 8, and Dane has 7 personalities under him.
Yeah, under them. And it's like under Todd here. Todd was he was split from a different thing. He came off the main core line from me, just like Christian actually did.
Mm-hmm.
And I put them down lower since these 3 are together. But Todd has 10 personalities under him, and Micah has 18 under him. But over here, when we get to this group, I was separated. The W means that you have to go through one of these.
Oh, you have to go through one of these personalities to get to W?
Yeah, I got let's see. I think I got one here. But, maybe I don't have one in here, but oh well. Thought I had a chart that said what the W stood for because it's kind of hard to remember everything. And I know what it means. That's why it's got the block there.
Mm-hmm.
That means I can't go. Oh, that's Wesley. He's the only way that you can get to these guys.
Okay.
Wesley is a personality that I never knew about until just before I got out of prison. He would be the one that would decipher information. When people would go to get information to me and stuff, if it was something he didn't want me to have, he would block them. He'd get in front of them, It's like when I was in my building, I had